The platform is nearly empty. A man in his late 40s, Arjun, sits quietly, soaked by rain and lost in thought. A train thunders past without stopping. He doesn't flinch. He stares at the tracks like they hold the answers to the questions he never dared to ask. A newspaper beside him reads, "Local boy builds 100 crore rupee startup in 3 years." The name under the photo, Ravi Malhotra. Arjun smiles faintly. I knew this kid when he had nothing. 20 years ago, Arjun was 25. Ambitious, full of ideas, working a corporate job but dreaming of building something of his own. He and his childhood friend, Ravi, 19, would meet every weekend, sharing ideas over chai in a small tea stall. Ravi looked up to Arjun. "You have the ideas. You speak so well. Why don't you start something?" Ravi would ask. "I will," Arjun would reply. "When the time is right." That phrase would become his shield. One day, Ravi excitedly told him about an app idea, a digital tutoring platform for students in small towns. Arjun liked it. "This could work," he said. "Let me check with a few investors I know." Weeks passed, months. Arjun kept waiting for the perfect time, for more savings, less workload, or the right partner. Ravi eventually stopped asking. 2 years later, Ravi launched the startup without Arjun. It failed. Arjun felt relieved, not sad. See? It wasn't the right time. But Ravi didn't stop. He learned, failed again, learned again. Ravi went to work at a small edtech company. He slept in the office sometimes. He ate from vending machines. But he was learning like a sponge. Meanwhile, Arjun was promoted. Bought a car. Everyone thought he was doing great. But every time he looked in the mirror, a small part of him asked, "What if you had just tried?" One day, Arjun's company announced a massive layoff. His name was on the list. At 35, with a mortgage and a child, he was forced to take freelance projects to survive. He had time now, but fear had grown stronger over the years. Ravi, meanwhile, had started a new company. It wasn't fancy, but it was solving real problems. He raised funds, hired people, built a team. They met at a wedding. Ravi smiled, hugged him and said, "Still remember those chai sessions?" Arjun chuckled. Those were the days. But inside, he felt something crack. That night, Arjun sat with a notebook, scribbling ideas. "I can still do this. I just need a little more preparation," he whispered. The mirror spoke back. "You've been preparing for 20 years. That hit him. He thought about all the weekends spent binge-watching shows instead of learning, all the ideas he saw others launch, all the opportunities passed, not because he lacked talent, but because he waited for certainty in an uncertain world. A month later, Arjun joined a startup as a content writer. His manager was 24. He felt awkward, but the energy around him was contagious. He started learning again, writing, designing, marketing. Every small task felt like a battle with his inner critic. "You're too old. What if you fail? People will laugh." But this time, he kept moving. At 41, he launched a small digital product, a productivity planner for creators. He sold 50 copies in the first week. He cried that night. Not because of the money, because he finally took the step. Back to present, train station. As the rain slows, Arjun picks up the newspaper again. Ravi's face smiles at him. He whispers, "I'm proud of you." Arjun takes out his phone and types. "To everyone who's waiting for the perfect moment. There isn't one. The clock doesn't wait. Start scared, start unsure, but start now. Don't regret later." He hits post. The screen reads, "Your first blog has been published." The next train arrives. He stands up, wipes his face, and boards it. Not because he knows the destination, but because he's finally moving. Don't wait for the stars to align. They align when you start walking. The biggest regret isn't failure. It's not starting at all.